Welcome to All About Videography. My name is Noel Levy, and in this episode I will introduce you to the Falcon F7 Fold RGB light. I will go over all the features it has, explore the built-in effects, get you familiar with the app, which includes how to pair the app to the RGB light. Last but not least, I will show you how you can benefit from an RGB fold light. This is the Falcon F7 Fold RGB light, and let me tell you, this light has so much going on for it. And these two connected panels can help you more than you think.
But let's dive into the review. In the box you will find a cute pouch with two large compartments and one small compartment, two honeycomb grids, one diffuser covering both panels, a light mount with a cold shoe, two USB Type-C cables. Some replacement parts include O-rings for the light mount and replacement screws. They also included two sizes of Allen keys.
We're going to go over the specification. By color is rated 2500K to 9000. Color spectrum is 360. It's rated 242 lux from 2 meter with color 2500K. 250 lux from 2 meter. Color is 5600K. Now I measured the lux and I got plus minus the same results. I also did a flickering test. 24p. Shutter speed 50 to 1000. 30p, shutter speed 51,000, and 120 frames per second, and shutter speed was 125. The light built like a tank. It's so premium. Even the adapter that comes with it, it feels so premium, and I really want to talk about it a little bit because it is something to mention. Now the adapter is all aluminum and it gets snagged easily with a minimum offered because of the O-rings. If you look at it, you will see it's made out of three parts, the two ball joints and the housing. Now, if you wanted to use those two ball joints by itself, you can. At the bottom of each one of the ball joints, there is a thread mount, which means you can put a device on the adapter. In this case, the fold and a microphone, but it can be anything. There are also two thread adapter built into the locking knob, so it is a well thought design. Also, the O-rings job is to soften the movement and also to make sure there's no gouges between metal to metal. The two panels connected with two hinges, which let you fold the light only in one direction. There is a mount thread on each one of the panels. It has a USB-C charging port, and what's nice about it that you can actually use the light while it's charging. So basically, it can run forever. I tested the operating time on this light and I got just a little bit over 2 hours, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. I also tested the standby time, and standby time means that you turn off the light through the app, not physical buttons. And I got about 12 hours from 1 bar of the battery, which in my calculation should be on for anywhere from 36 hours to 48 hours. On the back you will find a display that shows you all the parameters. There is a line type of battery indicator rather than a number percentage battery indicator. The two panels work individual, which means the physical button on each one of those lights are the same. You can work those two panels as one unit through the app, but we will get to it later.
On the side of the light you will find the physical button. The top one is on-off switch as well as a toggle button. To turn on the light, long hold about 2 seconds, and to toggle between the functions, short press. The second button from the top is the mode switching parameter selection and adjustment. To select a parameter, press in the dial, and to adjust, turn up or down. And the third button is the intensity dial. Now let's go over the menu mode. The first mode is the Kelvin temperature. Use the parameter switch to change the temperature value, and to change the intensity, use the intensity dial. The next mode is the HSI. Over here you can adjust the hue, saturation and lightness with the parameter switch. Click in the switch to select and turn it up or down to change the parameter. The next mode is the scene mode. It starts from effect number 20 all the way down to effect number 1. Below effect number 1 there is the turn off effects. I will go over all the effects as we get to cover the app. Second selection is the speed of the effect. The next mode is the RGB mode. 3 selection, red, green and blue. Again, to select, press the parameter switch to change the parameter, move it up and down. Now in this mode you cannot change the intensity. Next mode is the leaf filter gels. To toggle between the gel, press in the parameter button to select the gels and turn up and down the button to toggle between the filters. To change intensity, use the dial. Next mode is the Rosco gels. The navigation is precisely like the Lee gels filters. Next will be the Bluetooth reset. To reset the Bluetooth, press in the dial to select the question mark, then turn the button up or down to select yes and press in again.
And that's pretty much covers the light physical button. Now we're gonna move to the app. Now to download the app for the iPhone, go to the App Store and download this Lite. For the Android, there's a QR code that came with the guide. So pretty much you need to scan the code and that will take you to a download link. I will also leave a download link in the description.
Now, both light panels needs to be turned on. Turn the Bluetooth and the GPS on your smartphone and make sure you see both panels in the Bluetooth list. Only then open the app. On the app under Recent, which is the first page, click on the plus sign to scan for the devices. If you don't see both lights, check the Bluetooth symbol on the top right. If it's red, it means the app does not see the lights. The symbol should be white. When that happened, first make sure you did turn on the Bluetooth and the GPS. If you did, then you will need to reset the Bluetooth on the device, which we already covered, how to reset. Now you should see a white Bluetooth symbol, and both of the light panels should appear on the recent page. If it doesn't work, restart your phone and repeat the same step. If you still have a problem, then reinstall the app and repeat the same steps. So assuming both lights panels are registered, you will need to add both lights on the app. Now press the circle with the plus sign on the light and then you will see a check mark. It means device is paired and ready. To rename the light panels, hold press on the light name, which will reveal a drop-down menu. Click the edit name to rename. I renamed my lights 1 and 2. In this menu, you can also delete the device from the app. There is about the device that will show you the version of the app and cancel to get off the app. The third page on the app is to group. Now it might be that it already made a group when you installed the app, but if it didn't, you're gonna have to click on the plus sign, give it a name, and there's a drop-down menu, and I think the first selection, which is RGB, should be selected. Now to switch from group to individual panels, you can either do that from the device page or slide the arrow to select light. The last page is the more page. Here you can find the setting where you can change the language. As well, in the setting, there is a shopping cart that takes you to their website. Now, let's get back to the device page and press on one of the lights. In this new menu, there are 4 pages. The first one is the color page, where you can select any color by dragging a finger. You can also modify the color by adding a specific value when pressing on the values. Again, if you are in the group mode, it will affect both panels. Otherwise, it will be one light at a time. Now, this color page has a sub-menu on top. The first one is the HSL, second one is the RGB page, and in the RGB page you can modify as well the color by adding the value. Third sub-menu is the LED gels, and the fourth sub-menu is the Roscoe filter gels. Now let's move to the second page, which is the temperature. Over here you will see the Kelvin preset. You can also custom any temperature you desire by sliding the temperature slider. If you want to be precise, you can add a specific value by clicking on the value on top. To adjust the intensity, use the second slider or press on the power intensity percent value. The next page is the scene page, which has all the effects presets. Below the preset, there is a slide for effect speed and the effect intensity. Now let's start from the top left, effects on the page. Moving to the fourth page, over here the RGB light works by the bits of the music. You can find the list of songs on your phone. At the bottom there is a button with 3 color presets. Next is the typical audio player buttons. I'm not sure if it works in sync with the music bit. I think it is more to complement the music. The last page is the picture page, which has 3 modes. The first mode is the color picker. All you need to do is aim what looks like a sniper scope to any object and press on the picker to select the color. Second mode is the picture snap. In this mode, you take a picture and use what looks like a magnifier to choose a color. Third mode is selecting an image from your phone gallery. Now, to toggle between the light panels, you can select the light from the device page, or if you are in the menu, you can switch between the lights panels by moving forward the arrow on the right side of the screen, which reveal the devices you have. In this case, it is 2 panels. To switch to group, choose the group from the group page.
So the app works great. It has many features and many effects. But now I would like to move to the accessories that came with the light. We have 2 grids and 1 diffuser.
The grid is all rubber. It has 2 straps for you to hold to the panel. To put it on, you just slide it in. And it does pretty good job focusing the light. The diffuser, as you can see, is not firm. It has a double elastic ham, if I pronounce it right. And in between the elastic ham, that's where it should hold to the light profile. To get the best effect from the diffuser, you will need to kind of lift up the diffuser from the panel, in a way kind of puff it up.
So where these 2 panels Fold RGB light shines, I'm going to show you some demos and that will kind of give you an idea.
Now this example shows you how creative you can be with the Fold light. Now I added a grid to the light. In this example, both panels have honeycomb grid. You also have the option to clamp the light to pretty much anything. And before I forget, this light is a magnet as well, so it can hold to any metal surface. Over here I use one of the panels with honeycomb grid to lit one side of my body, and as you can see, the light is focused and soft. Now the second panel that lit the background was without a grid. The same thing over here. I just changed the key light to a warm light and the background to a different shade of blue. Here I'm using both panels with a diffuser as one unit. Now I'm amazed by how soft the light is. I did not expect that from a small light with a small diffuser. Over here I'm showing light variation you can do with the Fold RGB light. In this example, the 2 panels facing me, one panel has the candlelight effect and the other one has the screen effect. Here I use one panel for backlit and the other one for background. Now see the separation between both lights. And here I use it as a hair light and the background light.
So as I said before, the Falcon F7 Fold is more than just 2 connected panels. I mean, you could see for yourself. I used it as a light for interviews. I use it as a kick light, backlight, hair light, key light together with all kind of effects or coloring the background. I mean, this light is very versatile. When you get a light like that, you usually get it more for accent light, but I mean, I find it to be very, very versatile. I actually consider getting another one maybe for a long distance shoot, using one light as a key light, one light as a fill light, and then the second panels use it as to color the background. So yeah, I really find this light can do many things. Now usually most of the reviews I usually say the positive and the negatives, and the honest truth, I didn't find anything that is negative with this light. I mean, it does all I wanted to do and even more. And that's pretty much conclude this review. If you like this review, you find it to be informative, please like this video. Also consider subscribing to this channel. And if you have any question regarding this product, please leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer. I will also leave a download link for the app, the Android app, as well affiliate link for this light. Again, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.